So it's happening. The color is busy being changed as we speak right now. It's looking incredible. Now, you know, last week's episode, we got to see the whole transformation in terms of it going from this white vehicle, getting fixed up, and starting to get a little bit of paint on the tub and things like that. But today, we're gonna see the full reveal. Welcome to another episode of Rome Overlanding. My name is Adrian Abrahams. Last week, the Hilux arrived at Bodyline to get fixed up and begin its metamorphosis. Now, we put the finishing touches on the vehicle and reveal the final transformation. So now, they're busy painting the body of the vehicle at the moment, and once that rolls out of here, it needs 7 days to cure. Okay, so it's quite a long process that I have to wait, but luckily for you guys, you live in the future world, so you're gonna get to see it pretty much immediately. Once that paint is dried and everything is cured, then the vehicle can be reassembled. Now, that's gonna be the next big kind of change, because we're gonna start seeing the puzzle pieces coming together. We're gonna start seeing that real transformation happen. What a crazy process. Watching the vehicle transform like this, it's indescribable to think that, you know, this vehicle came in here a couple weeks ago, white, scratched up, with little dents and all sorts of things from living a life as a 4x4 rental vehicle at Bushlaw. Now it's looking incredible. This vehicle is seriously going to be a showstopper. Now it's time to start reassembling the vehicle. I can't wait to show you the full thing. I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait to see it myself. Let's do this. And just when I thought the stripping was done, now it was time to pull off the wheels and send them away to get the tires and rims separated so that they could get to work on refreshing the rims and changing their color. It was amazing to see how efficiently they managed to cover up and turn these scratched and chipped rims into basically a brand new set in a day. And once they were all primed up and ready to go, they could be left to cure. But there's no wasting time, so in the meantime, they got to work on prepping the badges and tail lights for painting. With the badges, I wanted to create a bit of a contrast with the matte paint, so I decided to paint them gloss black. And then with the tail lights, we would just have a light tint on them so they could sit a bit better with the new vehicle color. Now, with everything prepped, it's just a matter of waiting for the spray booth to open up so we could get going. So now we've just got the last little bits of things to do, all the little aesthetic changes, maybe, you know, stuff like changing the color of the badges, changing the color of the rims, dechroming the vehicle, things like that. You know, they may not seem like big steps, but they end up having a huge impact on the overall aesthetic of the vehicle at the end of the day. So it's something that I like to do. I like to go that extra step of doing that. It's a bit overkill for a lot of people, and it has got absolutely nothing to do with overlanding and totally everything to do with my personal preference. And that's part of the fun of building these vehicles, is, you know, putting your personality in it and making it something special. So yeah, I'm keen to kind of have a look and see how all of these tiny little changes end up contributing towards the overall transformation of the vehicle. Every day at Bodyline has involved some sort of transformation. And now this may seem really small, but I cannot wait to see how big a difference all of these little details are going to make to the overall look of the vehicle. And it's really so much fun to bring your imagination to life and getting to see it all happen in front of you. But we also know that black badges make your car go faster, and we're going to need all the horsepower we can get for this build. I have a newfound respect for the auto panel and paint industry because, you know, being here for the past couple of weeks and documenting this entire process of fixing up the Hilux at Bodyline has just been incredible. I've gotten to really see the real amount of work that goes into just fixing it. And it's been a rude awakening for me to see that the amount of time and effort that all of these people put in to get a vehicle fixed up. And it's been truly impressive. You know, even something as simple as, you know, going ahead and just painting little badges and things like that. It's about sanding it down, primering it, you know, busy treating it, getting it prepped, and then painting it, curing it, baking it. There's just so much effort that goes into all of these little things. And I think as a layman, you kind of look at it and you go, oh, they just put it in the booth and they paint it and it's done. But it's not like that. But I'm super excited to kind of see all of these puzzle pieces come together now. I'm going away for the weekend. You know, we're gonna come back, the vehicle needs to cure, all of the paint and everything needs to dry. There's a whole bunch of stuff that just needs to kind of happen now, and I can't be there the whole time. So I'm gonna take a bit of time, go and chill out, and come back on Monday, and we're gonna hit it hard. We're gonna reassemble the vehicle, and I cannot wait to see this thing finally put together. We'll catch you guys just now. Although I'm not camping, it's really nice to be out here in the bush. The past couple of weeks since I got the Hilux, it's just been non-stop, go, go, go. I've really needed a little bit of a break. And considering I haven't actually been out into the bush for over 6 months since lockdown started, I'm really glad I decided to just take a break, not work. This is the only thing I'm filming. It's good to disconnect sometimes. And it's nice to remember what all of this is for. You know, it's not just about building the vehicle to have an awesome vehicle. It is about building the vehicle to come out here and explore and experience amazing things. I'm looking forward to, as this build progresses to a point where I can really start using the Hilux and really start enjoying it. It's good to get some rest now and be prepped and charged up for what's to come. Anyways guys, I will see you back in Joburg shortly. Cheers. So after having a nice little weekend away in the bush, recharged the batteries a bit, we are back at Bodyline and we are now going to start assembling the Hilux. This is where we get to see all the little puzzle pieces get put back together. Finally I get to see my vehicle whole again and not in pieces anymore. But otherwise, everything's going pretty well. Let's get the show on the road. Now this is where things start to get exciting. All the pieces of the puzzle slowly start to get put back together. The problem though with assembly is that it takes much longer to put everything back together properly than it did to take it all apart. So we had a couple of days to slowly assemble the vehicle ahead of us. Every day they just did a few more steps until it slowly started piecing together. And I really got to see my vision start to come to life. But the excitement of all of this made it hard to be patient. I just wanted to keep pushing it more and more and get as much done as possible each day. But as with anything in life, we face delays, power outages, and setbacks along the way. And all that does is make you appreciate the end result even more. But I must say, it was really good to start seeing my vehicle whole again, because I was really getting upset seeing it torn apart every single day, and it just felt so far away from achieving my goals. And with the finish line so close, what could possibly go wrong? So we've had a little bit of a setback recently. The canopy over there has basically the paint started peeling off of it while Bushtec were busy assembling the canopy. And what we've kind of learned from this whole thing is that this liquid armor wrap really doesn't adhere properly to powder coating. What we're going to have to do is we're just going to have to go ahead and actually paint the canopy and do it with normal paint. It's obviously not going to be removable or anything like that, but it's going to be a better step for us to be able to get the same look and finish as the vehicle. It seems really solid on the vehicle and it seems really solid on the bumpers, so hopefully everything is going to be good going forward. Stuff's going to go into painting now, and hopefully everything's going to be sorted going forward. The Hilux is looking incredible and I'm excited to finally get this baby out of here and take it home. It's been 3 weeks now that the vehicle has been here, and yeah, it's ready to go. We're just putting the final touches on the Hilux. We're getting it ready to go. I'm so excited to finally roll out of here. So this has been quite the process. 17 days at Bodyline to turn this vehicle from a plain white little rental into something quite cool and a little bit special. Now, even the wrap on this vehicle is a little bit different. You know, this is a liquid armor spray-on wrap. You guys saw the amount of effort we went through to kind of put this on. It's a new product that we are testing out to see, can it stand up to overlanding, the bush, things like that. You get a much better finish on the vehicle versus a wrap. You don't get those little edges and frayed edges and things like that from a wrap, and it really can get into all the little places, and it looks really good. The finish is great. You can polish it, you can do all sorts of things to it. So, you know, it's quite an impressive product, but it's yet to pass my tests. So we'll be seeing that as we go along and see how it handles all of that. But the color, this is a metallic space gray, and we have done a matte finish on it. I think it still keeps it very Rome. You can see I've gone with a lot of black accents. We got black rims, we've got the normal black mirrors and things, we've added some black here onto the windows, we've blacked out all the badges, we've blacked out the grille, we've tinted the rear tail lights. We've done a lot on this vehicle to really kind of push that aesthetic, because I know what's going on here, and I know the end goal for me is to have something really sick. So this entire color palette that I'm going for here, you're going to see nice little details coming through in all the next episodes as all the other pieces of equipment go on this vehicle. So this is just the very beginning for this Rome 2.0 vehicle. And I think the Rome Hilux, a lot of people, you know, kind of saw the Jimny as like the pinnacle of Rome, and like, oh, what's going to be cooler than that? The Jimny itself is a very cool car, and we went really far on what you could do with it. But what we're going to do on this Hilux is going to be quite insane. We've got some awesome sponsors on board, and we're really going to be testing out some of the best overlanding equipment that South Africa has to offer. So that is something I'm very keen to kind of get to. We need to get this vehicle ready to travel, ready to roam, as it were, as soon as possible. So from this point on, we're heading to Bush Tech, we're putting on a canopy, we're heading to Onco, we're putting on the bumpers, we're heading to Easy On, we're putting on the camping equipment. There is going to be a lot of awesome episodes coming up, so I really hope you consider subscribing, and if you want to keep seeing this vehicle just get more and more epic, stay tuned, because you're going to see some awesome stuff, let alone all the amazing adventures that still need to happen this year. And now with the provinces all opened up here in South Africa, we can finally start traveling. So it's now the mad rush to get everything ready over the next couple of weeks and get out on the road. Thank you so much for watching this episode, watching the series so far. If you've enjoyed it and you've liked seeing all these crazy behind the scenes and everything, please head down to the comments section, let me know what you think, and please don't forget to like the video. It really helps in the long run. I've put a lot of time and effort into these videos, and I really hope you guys appreciate it. Anyways, we'll see you next week on Rome Overlanding. Cheers. Thanks for watching this episode of Rome Overlanding. I'd love to hear what you think of the transformation so far down below. I also want to take a moment to thank my awesome patrons for their support. And if you want to join in on our weekly live streams and get early access to videos, you should head over to Patreon and become a member. On the next episode of Rome Overlanding, we head over to Bushtec aluminium canopies and begin turning my Hilux into an overlanding machine. I also want to thank my incredible sponsors for making all of this possible. Anyways, I'll see you next week.